They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This defense for the Jets, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
When you talk about this Jets defense,
they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Up the middle they go. It's Burnett, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 1. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That good for 22 and a first down. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
On first down, right back to Hall.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
But you talk about the defense for these Chargers.
Coming into this one, ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
2nd and 6. And now an audible here into something else. On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now a handoff up the middle. Burnett. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Here's Herbert. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Take it at the 37. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8.
And the Jets will take over.
At their own 45-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Tiger, 19 Tiger. Third. Right there.
Here's Hall again. And fight. The ball comes out.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. The Charger drive about to get going. Now Herbert following the turnover. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
John Franklin Myers in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert, he's going to loft one deep left side here.
And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration can wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And complete on the right side to Bennett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
The Chargers had 10-3 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Chargers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
A try here for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown toward the sideline. Intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On 3rd down, it's Burnett.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Herbert going to change the play here.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to have the hook up to Burnett. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
second down and a yard. Herbert, quick pass out wide. And he is going to lose yardage here. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Hey, easy. We'll go orange, go.
Play action. It's Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
Hey, Ray.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the...
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Darius Davis, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. 4th and goal. The defense needed one more stand. They couldn't get it.
I just wonder if they were thinking heavy run here in that situation instead of being able to play the pass, and they were beating on that possession.
Play after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Cut 19, cut 19.
They'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
And here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt.
Fielded just inside the 30. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Jets are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Now Herbert going to shift his guys around.
From just shy of midfield,
Herbert. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
A partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. Herbert operating from the red zone.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
Adrian Amos with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now a dump off here complete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's got his target. That's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 38-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, go Lion, 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 Lion.
Up the middle they go. Burnett. And some room to maneuver. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Herbert now. Getting the football to Davis on an out route. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back to throw here, Herbert. Touchdown! A great effort there. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. They'll throw now on the final play. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this one is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. He'll drop to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Locates Hardman for another catch. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Back to throw here. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
79 Broncos. Dragon 60.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Cook makes the catch on the out route. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Cook. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They're going to look to throw. Rolling to his right. And it'll be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
And Guy's man complete. A big play there for L.A. 46 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver, and as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert forced out to his left. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Burnett. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Got an open man. It's Burnett. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And his kick is good. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw.
That's caught left side by Hardman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They'll run with Cook. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown.
Dalvin Cook, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field drive, at the quarterback. This, to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Lenny, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Herbert, quick pass out wide. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
Here's Herbert. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
And this one complete to Burnett. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
2nd and 10.
A give to Cook out of the gun. The solid stiff arm. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They go play action here on first down.
Gets this complete to Shaheed.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 14 yards that time for number 14.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 39. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. That's pulled in by Wilson. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll look to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Back to throw again. This is caught. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. 3rd down and goal coming up here. Cook. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line.
And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. That was an intriguing call. You got a chip shot field goal. Tight game. Why not just take the 3?
I know that not all the old rules apply in today's NFL, and in fact, I'd love to have an analytics coach here with us right now to say why that was probably a good play.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football, so this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Up the middle they go. Burnett. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly.
Oh, that is incomplete.
These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
The clock reading 40 seconds. Here's 2nd and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. The catch is made by Ellington.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
Now that is the 2-minute drill at its very best. Get the completion, get a big chunk of yardage, and then get out of bounds to save those timeouts. You cannot do it any better than that.
He's back to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers have just about sewn up this football game.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And they take a knee. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Let's go. Hey, ram.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers.